G'day all you wonderful people, welcome to Adventure Together. My name's Al, Trail Name Lookout, and today I'm planning to walk about 25 miles close to Tennessee Pass, where I can hitch in tomorrow morning into Leadville, the town that's highest in elevation on the trail. And it's been raining all of yesterday afternoon, all through the night. And this morning it's cleared up, but thunderstorms are on the way according to the weather forecast and the clouds in the sky. But I've just got to the top of this little peak. That's why I'm a little bit breathless. And it's so quiet. Listen to this. Just completely silent. Should we test out an echo? I'm really loving this forest path. It's so beautiful here. I've been seeing these ribbons up and down the trail, and what they're to signify is that this route that I'm walking at the moment is part of the Leadville 100 ultramarathon. So this brutal trail that I happen to be walking on is actually part of a running race, and man, hats off to those people who want to run this. It's hard enough just to hike it. This section of the race just got real. Look at this. So I've got my puffy drying in the sun. We've got water filtering through, and we've got a very wet tent up there on the rocks in the sun, and that's going to need turning inside out because the inside was just as wet as the outside. For me, I've got a couscous that I usually have that for lunch anyway. I've got these little packets of peanuts. Both of those are going to go in there, and inside here you've got some hot sauce, and that's all going to go in here, and that'll be lunch. And just sit here, relax on the rocks and wait for that to filter through. Then I'll have some electrolytes with it as well. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it started raining, so lunch break cut short, and the tent did not dry out, so I barely had enough time to eat my food before the heavens opened. It's cooled off a little bit. It's still spitting rain, but not like it was, and just makes me want to get to camp really as quickly as possible. I am probably got another 3.5 hours, 4 hours. That'll put me at 6 o'clock, and hopefully I can get a little faster than that. Well, just got to the top of the tallest climb of the day. That was a struggle. It was very steep, but I think you must be used to that, because I think I say it every day, or I have been saying it every day for a while now, that every hill climb is a steep one. But weather behind me looks good, so that's something, leaving the dark clouds behind as I look up at the sky and see that they're chasing me. Here they come, ruining my blue sky. The snowy mountains are never over. Look at this stunning lake. If it wasn't raining, maybe I would swim. This lake is not so appealing. That was just like the trail saying, oh, you haven't spent the majority of your day post-holing today. Let me throw that in for you, you know, as if you haven't had enough already. It's a lake made of snow melt. I don't think this is usually here. This is the real small lake that's on the map, right next door. More snow again. Leaving the Holy Cross Wilderness, onto the next part of the trail. Well, ladies and gentlemen, end of the day, camp spot, 22 miles. Today was a very, very slow day. I was hiking very slowly, and I was taking a lot of little rest breaks, like 5 minutes here, 5 minutes there, which have got me here half an hour later than I planned to be, even with the lunch break cut short. But I made it here. It's still daylight, that's all that matters. Although I am being swarmed by mosquitoes. Fortunately I have some insect repellent, but yeah, that doesn't stop them, you know, coming towards your face and being all around your face. But I feel like the trail has been throwing everything it's got at me. But the last couple of days with the thunderstorms have added a new element. I was facing those when I was up on the ridges before, but that was more the threat of them rather than the reliability that they will be around for the majority of the afternoon. And with the snow and the trail being flooded in a lot of parts, or just a swamp, it's hard to go at any sort of considerable speed, because you end up sort of slipping and sliding, and especially on the mud, and post-holing on the snow, and yeah, it's very difficult. The trail isn't built with the idea that it might be covered in snow in mind, and that leads to some very dangerous snow travel when you're going down switchbacks and the whole of the side of the mountain is just covered in snow and trees and stuff. But it's nothing I haven't faced before. It's the same as in the Sierras, but at least in the Sierra I wasn't post-holing with every step. They say about this trail, embrace the brutality, and I think that is that's been on my mind for today, and I've been thinking that's a really good way of dealing with it. Is it just embrace the fact that it's very tough. This trail's tough. Embrace the fact that you're going to have to walk on snow. The snow's there, so you have to walk on it. The mud and the water is on the trail. There's no avoiding it. So just embrace having wet feet and just walk straight down the path. Embrace the fact that there's thunderstorms and throw on your rain gear at a moment's notice. And just embrace the fact that you're going to be tired, because there's no getting around that really. And also making miles, you can't do both things. You can't get around being exhausted and also wade through snow and mud and water and climb really, really steep hills. It's just not possible. That was the clap of thunder, so it sounds like there's going to be another storm tonight. So at least tomorrow I'm going to be in Leadville, and I'm about 3 or 4 miles away from the road to Hitchin, so that means that probably just an hour and a little bit of walking, so I shouldn't really need to get there before 6 in the morning. So yeah, usual 5 o'clock start, try and hitch from about 6, see if I can get in, have some coffee, have some breakfast, and then make my way to the hostel and see if there's space for me. I haven't been able to book anything because I haven't got any phone service, but you know, if I can get in there, that would be good, and if not, then it looks like I will grab my package from the hostel and make my way out and go to Frisco. But fingers crossed, because I could do with a 0. My body is exhausted, and I think I need a rest. I know that I only had a 0 a week ago, but you can tell when your body is trying to tell you something, and my body's trying to tell me it needs a day where it's not hiking. So tomorrow, head into Leadville and let's see what happens. But for today, that's all I have for you. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you in the next one.